speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go, let's go.
It's Ekeler again, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Ekeler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hold the trips right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On the move to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
While incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
To throw on third down, Jones. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Herbert throwing again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 35 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, 58 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready?
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Let's go. Go.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the run of the crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on fourth and long. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Let's go.
Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Ray. Go.
Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Barkley inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing, Jones. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. He may go.
Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, 66 yards.
And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
He's on his way.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Giants tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Jones. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3rd. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 72 yards. And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum. And
there he goes, left side. He's on his way, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Southern California.